Okay, well, let's get to call this meeting to order of the Virginia Public Utilities Commission on December 28, 2022 at 3:30 p.m. No need to do roll call, everybody's here. So we move to item number 2, approve meeting agenda. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion approved.
Is there support?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. And from public forum, nobody's here, so we move to the consent agenda. I need a motion to approve resolution number 5331, approval of payroll, accounts payable, and net payment adjustments. With along B, approval of regular commission meeting minutes from the November 28, 2022 meeting.
I motion for.
Okay, is there support? Is there support? Okay, discussion? Being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Okay, we move on to number 5, reports of committees, safety committee, monthly summary injury report. Greg, I see we have none.
Yes, there were no injuries reported, and as all of you know, we ask people to report every scratch they ever get. So they do a wonderful job with the type of work environments in which they work in. So
Okay, great, that's good.
There was only 2 of them the whole year, wasn't there?
yeah,
That's
and they were pretty mild.
And then-
No lost time,
No
no
lost time.
restrictions.
Okay, we'll move on to B, Committee of the Whole. 1 under B is approved 2023 budget. The motion to approve.
Motion approved.
Support? Okay. Any further discussion on this item? Greg?
If I could, just for the record, as long as we're publicly televised, this budget includes no rate increases for the year of 2023.
Great. Okay, being no further discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Okay, number 2 item, approve AFSCME 65 contract. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll motion to approve it.
Is there support?
Support.
Okay, discussion on that item? Okay, being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously once again. Number 6 item, old business. A, there's nothing there, so we move to number 7, new business. A, approved 2022 write-offs. Okay, motion approved,
In the
okay.
amount of $22,293.85.
Is there support? Okay, support. Discussion on these? Okay, Greg?
The only comment, as we talked about, is the fact that there is typically our write-offs went from 50 to 80,000 when I started here 17 years ago. Now the last few years we've been about 10, 11,000. They are up 10,000 this year. We're at 22,000 as Commissioner Tezik said. The big cause of that is there's $10,000 of tax forfeit properties on here that once they become tax forfeit, go to the county. We get asked to forgive the assessments against them, in which we do, so that they can take those properties over, and typically they get demolished or go somewhere. So, just with that note added, last year I think we were at 16, which was a little bit high, and we did see more tax forfeit properties last year as well. And I'm assuming these really are properties, are accounts from 2018,
Right.
because it does go to claims, and then once we don't get anywhere with claims, then it comes back to us as a write-off. So I think here in the next few years, we'll be seeing quite a few more of these because of potential property abandonments due to the steam conversion. There were probably some houses that people finally did walk away from or decided to walk away from. So with that being said, again, it's 1% of our revenue, so it's pretty darn good.
Yes, it is. Okay, any further discussion on this item? Be none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Okay. Approve under new business B. Approve employee retirements. Greg, I'm going to turn this over.
In the packet, there's retirements of 2 employees, Ray Pesavento, Dave Swanson. Um, They both have been wonderful employees. Both have spent numerous hours of their personal life in calls in the power plant. They've both been in the power plant for many, many years. Great people, great employees. I thank them for their efforts, and I ask that the commission accept their retirements with all the benefits assigned them through the contract.
Okay, is there a motion to approve?
Motion approved.
Support?
Support.
Okay, any further discussion?
I would just
Go
be
ahead.
curious on the documentation. It would be nice to know how many years they put in. And
Oh, it's not in there?
It doesn't say that there.
Ray's been here, I think, well over 40.
Okay.
Yes, he's,
He's up there.
yeah, he's in there.
And
30s.
Swanee, I would think, is in
30,
the mid-30s.
yeah.
Many years they've been here.
I worked with these two individuals for many, many years, so.
I'm just curious,
Yeah.
I think it's, as long as we're gonna document, we might as well recognize their years served.
All right.
Okay, any further discussion on this item? Be none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Okay, number 8, manager staff report. Operations update. Greg, I'm turning this over to you.
Currently, we're running about 50,000 pounds per hour of steam. Again, that's about the max, it's close to the max of our new package boilers. You know, one of them, the second one isn't quite ready. We're hoping it's ready by the end of the month. We're running it off of our number 10 gas boiler. And that's really it. When we're burning gas, there isn't a whole lot of plant updates. The one other update I wanted to let you know of is I've talked to this commission since last spring about some number 7 coal boiler violations we had at the MPCA. There was some mercury testing that was done. We were found out of compliance on mercury levels of emissions. We had that boiler down, did all the deslagging, all the cleaning all summer. We brought it up to burn this fall and retested,
Yeah.
and it barely didn't pass the second time. That's why I decided not to run through this month on coal, to take the coal contract violations rather than major MPCA violations. It sounds like our MPCA violation costs will be about $20,000 for those mercury violations.
Yeah.
Again, with the age of that boiler and the fact that the boiler has never really been close to the mercury levels, the first time we found the mercury levels in our coal were extremely high. It could have been because of a lot of moisture at the time where you get kind of a slurry rather than the regular product, whatever it may have been. This last time, we had the boiler all tuned, ready to go, had a good quality of coal as far as mercury levels are, and we did not pass it again. Therefore, we made a operations decision to shut that boiler down. I think we only had 700 tons of coal left in our contract out of the 15,000 ton contract we had. So we may be seeing some penalties there, but it's better than major consequential penalties with the
Yeah.
MPCA.
Yeah.
I did mention it at our last gathering, but I wanted to just let you know that that's where we're at with it.
Okay.
I would have had it on the agenda, but I just found that out today. So.
Okay. Well, these boilers have antiquated electrostatic precipitators, no bag houses and everything for their air quality, you know. So you can, and the boiler's 68 years old, so.
You know, in talking to that, I get a lot of questions about why we're not burning coal, why we're not burning wood, as some people close to us might be moving into the future. Well, for one, with the wood biomass, we just couldn't compete. We couldn't justify to do it because when we were selling XL Energy, we were selling for $115 a meg. Market was at 35 bucks. We were barely making it then. It cost us about $95 a meg to make power off of wood. The coal, we're down to one coal boiler, this number 7 boiler that was put in, what, 1956?
54.
54.
Yeah.
It's an old boiler. It needs probably $2 million in tube repairs.
That's tube repair.
And just going into emissions and things like that, it would be astronomical. In fact, to run the wood boiler, we'd have to put a couple $1 million into the conveyance system, which I've told you all about, because we had MPC issues with the dust collectors, where they didn't function properly in the winter since day one. You know, again, when it comes down to those decisions, and the fact that now we have a core of 250 people, or customers, I should say, with the hospital being the root of the core, and knowing that the hospital, last I heard, wanted to rebuild in '24. You know, we can't justifiably shut that core down and have them put in a $2-3 million steam boiler for a matter of a year or two. However, then once that hospital comes off, you know, that may be the demise of the steam core. And I think you've all heard it, and I've reiterated it. It's just the fact that, you know, the hospital is the root of it right now.
How is the college doing with their conversion, or?
I called the engineer again. They still haven't heard anything. So if they've got something going with another engineer or something, I do not know. It's just been non-responsive there. But I'll keep trying. When I hear something, I will let you know. Because again, we gave them a 2-year notice. We're hoping to get done in 1. However, at this time next year, we'll have our 2 package boilers in.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So we don't have to run the superheater boiler at all.
Right, but still, we have 2 14-inch lines feeding that college.
Well, 1.
Well, 1. Okay, anything else? Any other questions for Greg? Being none, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Is there support? Support? Bruce? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Now, I would just ask that